Rhino poachers in action. The men behind this killing were later caught, one of them sentenced to 40 years in prison. But it hasn't stopped the slaughter. So far this year, 82 rhinos have been killed in South Africa. The poachers are after their horns, each of which can fetch more than $600,000 on the black market. And the demand for rhino horn is high, particularly in Asia, where it's prized as medicine and where a newly affluent class of people can afford to buy it. It's a huge international problem with no clear solutions, although Oxford professor Colin Please believes that saving the rhino from extinction may come down to mathematics. Please is leading a team of mathematicians who are crunching all the numbers associated with the rhino horn trade. Their aim is to create a mathematical model that will give policymakers a clearer picture of how to better protect rhinos.
Rhino poaching has enormous number of complexities, interacting groups, interacting policies and so forth. Mathematics gives a way for policymakers, politicians, conservationists to have a rational discussion as to what the consequences of some action that they take might be.
And one of those actions may be to legalize the trade of rhino horns. Please says the models will take into account all the costs and the risks involved with poaching and compare it against the worth of rhinos to the tourist industry. Some economists argue that by legalizing the trade and taking poachers out of the equation, the focus can shift back to conserving the rhino population while meeting market demand at the same time. Most conservationists disagree. They want total protection for the species, but either way, conservation economist Michael Rolfs says any decision must come from a proper mathematical model.
Maths is absolutely essential. The models are absolutely essential in understanding this and doing the number crunching, because there are a lot of people who argue one case or another case, but unless you actually sit down with the numbers and run them through the model, you're clutching at straws. And it turns out that if you change the variables, you will get different results. So it's important that we get those models right and then start to run them with numbers that we have, things that we know about how much it costs to protect rhinos effectively and so on, to determine what would happen under different demand scenarios.
Professor Please doesn't know what his models will reveal, but he is confident that when it comes to protecting rhinos from extinction, only mathematics can save the day.